Hello, folks, and welcome to another episode of Airstreamers, where you never know what stream will ride. Happy Tuesday. You know when we said to see you next Tuesday?
Tuesday?
It's now Tuesday.
Yeah. Can I have
that works.
giveaway?
Yeah. In the midst of us going live, you're like pointing.
Yeah. That's okay.
Oh, I almost just showed the little secrets.
I want to go into it early.
Of course, yes.
Because it's really cute.
It's one of my favorite ones you've done.
Hi, Mary Jane. Hi, everyone.
Thanks for being here on this lovely Tuesday. Beach, thank you for subscribing for 48 months. I wouldn't have wanted to spend the last 4 years any other way.
Aw, thank you, Beach. 48 months.
Well, I look a little bit goth. How do I look a little bit goth? This, just maybe?
Yeah.
You know,
Full goth.
I am actually a little bit in pain. I didn't tell y'all the story. I nearly got my arm amputated yesterday. Because I'm all in black. Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
this is
except
sort of a dark blue.
it's like business on the top and party at the bottom.
Yeah, there you go. So let me tell you what happened yesterday.
No, not at all, Beach.
No, but this was a real story.
I know it's a real story, but it's not real dramatic.
I don't think you understand the severity of the situation.
No, it's...
So to back up, Cheddar is responsible for this. He dropped my Nintendo Switch and broke my Joy-Con. That was the special edition Zelda Tears of the Kingdom right Joy-Con. And I tried repairing it by buying a new analog. Didn't work. Am I well equipped to do it now, though? I think I am. I know how to do it completely.
Well, good thing it's going away, though.
Yeah, but if anyone needs their Joy-Con replaced and they have their stuff like to replace it and fix it, I can do it for you. I know the little tricks, the screws, the antenna, everything. Then it didn't work. So now I'm not going to tell everyone this, but
so wait,
I'm going to tell everyone this.
Wait, you're advertising that you can fix them, but you didn't fix it.
Because I don't think that what I did was wrong. I think Cheddar broke the motherboard of it. That's what I think happened. Not that I did everything exactly what the internet says to do multiple times.
But I wonder, okay, continue.
And so the point is that I am now basically going to scam the system, because if you have a broken Joy-Con based off of prior experiences that they've had, you can replace it for free. Mare. Okay?
Listen, Mare's been dealing with a lot.
All I'm saying is you just go online to the website. You just Google Nintendo repair Joy-Con, whatever. First link that comes up, you fill out some forms, bing, bang, boom, you send it back. Basically, no matter what, they'll replace it. Not unless it's not physical damage either. So what I did is I put the fake Joy-Con, or not the fake one, the one that's like not working, into the box with the paperwork.
Well, now we're never going to get sponsored by Nintendo.
And they're likely going to replace it for free and put it and just give me a brand new one working. Okay, that's the setup. Now the real story.
Hi, Raw. Hi, Bastet.
The real story. I went to a UPS drop-off box. And
I thought you were going to say a European box, and I was like...
No, a European drop-off box. And those boxes are real wily. They pull down, and it's like a giant like robot jaw that just comes down. You put your like minuscule little box in, and then you close it up, and then it falls to the bottom, and then someone comes and picks it up like magic. The box that I chose to put it in was Tater Tots food box, which is a cube more than it is like a rectangle. And I stuffed it with like paper and cardboard and stuff so that it's in there with the paper, all of that. Went and put it in, and I'm like, yeah, I think this will, I did that little measurement. I pulled it down, I put it in. I'm like, yeah, I think this will fit. So I put it in, and it starts sliding in until it gets stuck. And I realized that it was the handle and the jaw, the whole thing, it was a little bit like off balance, and it got caught. And the box, I couldn't pull out the box. I couldn't push in the box, and it was basically halfway open. Now, I'm thinking either I leave it there and someone comes and steals my box.
Yeah.
And I'll never get my special edition Joy-Con back.
Yeah.
Okay. Or I try to fix the problem.
Mm-hmm. I feel like this is a lot of karma.
I push my hand in like this to push it in.
Okay.
And as I'm pushing it in, it's moving. It's moving in. But in doing so, I'm now pushing the counterweight up. So it starts squeezing my whole arm right here. And my arm is essentially
How did
like
you not get
trapped.
arrested? Like,
Yeah, if you drove by, it looked like I was
You're
trying to
stealing
steal
it.
steal, yeah. And now my arm is essentially caught, but now the box
that's how they want to get you. They want to catch you.
The box is
It's
close.
like a mousetrap.
It is completely. And the box is close to falling off the ledge. So I'm like, just a little longer, just a little longer. But now I need to squish the box to make room for it to go into the hole. So now I'm pushing up to squeeze the box while it's pushing against my arm.
You know, you could just go to the UPS store and drop it off.
Yeah, but it was the wine from the other night.
I
That's
know,
when
but
I was
it's like
doing it.
right down the road.
But I'm saying I didn't know this was going to happen, and there was no turning back. Once I put the box in once,
Yeah,
immediately
once
it
you're
was
in
gone.
the trap, you're stuck.
You're completely stuck,
Yeah.
and your life can change. And so I'm pushing, and it finally like pushes in. But in doing so, like I said, the other side of it lifts up, squeezes my arm, and then I have to like pull my arm out. And so now I'm all like bruised. You can't really see it on camera, but I'm a huge bruise right over here, huge bruise right over here, and I'm hurting.
So you didn't follow any of the rules and you're mad that you got hurt. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah. I am scamming Nintendo, and I was trying to
Use a box
Use
that's
a
too
box.
big for the drop off.
Yeah, and
Mozzie
I'm-
said that FedEx's boxes are better.
But the Dropbox thing?
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that. Well, Paul, I'm getting the Joy-Con fixed. Who knows if anyone from Nintendo is watching the stream right now?
Yeah, I mean, I bet they are.
Yeah, completely. And I almost lost my arm in doing so.
Speaking of,
So there you go. I think that is pretty worth the drama. Losing my arm. What would I have done? And my phone.
you know what?
wasn't-
If you lost the arm though, you wouldn't need that other Joy-Con.
Yeah, this is true. But my phone was charging in the car, like it was a little thing. So then I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, all right, so I'm stuck here.
Yeah.
How do I, like, I was going to call you from here with my voice.
What am I gonna do?
I don't know. Help me get out.
You're gonna just sit there.
Yeah.
I would just call the police.
But I don't know how
the
to
fire
do
department.
that. What do I say? Call the nearest whatever?
Yeah,
Do you think it would work?
I think so. Kathy, 48 months. Thank you, Kathy.
Sean, that's insane. The same thing happened to you and the same arm? This happened to me on Sunday too.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I think it's an epidemic.
Yeah.
I think that we need to petition to UPS to make their boxes bigger.
The boxes, by the way, we're referring to is the pickup box, not the box.
Oh, UPS picks it up if you schedule it?
These things are all well and lovely. I could have dropped it off at UPS. I could have had them pick it up. All I'm saying
But
is
I didn't
that
even know they did that.
the moment I lift down and I measure the box,
thank you, Kathy.
and I was like, yeah, this is sweet. This is sweet. This is going to fit. Sweet. It's going to fit. And I put it in. Done. Donezo.
Oh, Sean didn't get
Problem.
Sean didn't get trapped by a UPS or a FedEx box. He just fell.
Oh, Sean,
shit.
I'm sorry.
Sean, I'm sorry.
Kathy, thank you so much for the sub. You're amazing. We love you so much.
48 months. And Shelly, thank you for the 21 legendary legend bits. Can I go to my thing?
Go to your thing.
Oh, the ad break ends in 15 seconds.
Yeah.
And then we can go to my
After Chris
giveaway.
goes to his thing, I would like to share, as a continuation of Muskrat Mules that happened earlier today, I want to share the story behind the White Lotus feud.
Yes, I want to hear it.
This is all very much not spoiler territory at all whatsoever.
Okay. It just said that they ended on our end. Thanks, Bastet. Okay, here we go. Are you ready?
Thank you, Bastat.
Can I have some music?
Yes. Holy McMoly.
Oh my God, Kathy. Thank you so much, Kathy. Oh,
Oh, wow. That was...
Kathy, 5 community subs.
I overdid it this time. I was prepared.
Yeah. And you know what that is? A royal flush.
Kathy, thank you so much. That is so sweet. So sweet. It's a real big stinker. Did you see Tater Tot's poop the other? Sorry, not Tater Tot.
Can I? Speaking of royal flushes,
Bernie's. It was Bernie's. That's what it was.
Okay.
Big old stinker.
This morning I was feeding Eloise, and she let a really
they're
sweet little Eloise.
They are this big.
6 pound year old.
Yeah, 6 pound year old.
6 pound year old Eloise. A real stinker.
One comes out this
I'm
big.
telling you.
Then a follow up happens. They're this big.
Went to the litter box. I'm feeding her the breakfast this morning. She goes to the litter box. She goes back to eat.
She does this a lot.
She goes back to eat, but then she realizes she has to shit again. And she went back.
And then shit again? Oh, poor thing. She had so much work to do.
It's like, damn, girl.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. That's crazy.
Okay.
Wow.
I mean, she's 6 pounds. I don't know how she does it.
I don't know.
She's got an appetite.
I think it's because she like only goes every other like night. I don't think she poops.
I think
every
she goes
day.
once a day.
No.
I mean, normally she'll go in the
holds it
morning.
in.
I mean,
when I see those stinkers come out though, they're massive. You know,
are you feeding them Taco Bell? Chow, did you have the new Taco Bell? Oh my God, I'm dreaming of it. I'm like waiting for a day when Elias like hints at, let's get Taco Bell tonight.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen.
Never. Didn't happen on Saturday.
No, I was dropping hints.
Or Friday.
Like, I really don't want to cook tonight.
Tonight?
No. No, tonight I had planned.
Yeah, I was confused. You're the one who
No,
brought
I'm
it up
saying
tonight.
on Saturday or Sunday. Okay, speaking of Taco Bell, can I have my music now?
If you remember, I mentioned in Discord that we were like little raccoons eating our Taco Bell on Friday evening.
When Big Leah said, make it happen.
And so the results of that are not that. I don't know what that is. Oh.
Oh, you're going to piss a lot of people off.
I'm confused.
I do not subscribe to any of those sounds.
Did you go back? Because that's what threw me.
This is the giveaway for tonight. It's the only one in the world, the whole wide world. And look at it. It's a cute little taco
Trash Panda
raccoon.
Look at it.
It's so cute. I love how it came out.
Chris designed it from scratch.
Little cute taco, little cute eyes.
It's a coon.
It came out so great.
Oh, Kathy,
Kathy.
you're so sweet.
So
another 5 subs. That's a Greek.
That's
royal
the old Greek flush.
Yeah.
This one is it's a magnet. So I know folks really like magnets, and the post office hates them. But you know what? They're gonna have to deal with it. But that's it. This takes about
Your little trash
across
panda.
2 of them. I have 2 of them. One of them, if you want, Elias.
Sure.
These 2 take about 9 hours to print on a 0.2 nozzle.
Crazy.
But I love the detail on it. It came out really great.
Amazing job.
Thank you.
It looks fantastic.
I'll
Really
just leave
fantastic.
our little panda friends on the stream.
Can you believe
Kathy, the old Greek flush. What do you think?
that? Listen, we are at level 4 right now. Hype train. No wine tonight, but I'm ready to take a shot, so. Oh, Jen's like, I love them together. Don't separate them, and I'm gonna win.
Kathy.
Opa!
Thank you.
Spasta piata, Kathy. Bum bum ba ba da ba 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 da ba ba ba. We need to come up with Greek lyrics of this, like dramatic, like. And then they took my goat, and I'm very sad because I'm now alone.
I write you like I write the letters in pencil in the crossword puzzle.
Yeah. Or I ride you like I ride the donkey.
The donkey in Mario 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Opa!
Thank you. No possible wine song tonight. No, we've been doing this like Tuesday's no wine thing for a long time. Last week we did it because it was the first free, like, not, what's the word? Like,
crazy.
yeah, like we needed it last week. And to be honest, I mean, I need it now, and I love it, but I guess we're no fun.
The no fun police have arrived.
Yeah, we chose the no fun.
But you know what? We can still take a shot.
We can still take a shot.
In Kathy's honor.
Yeah, Kathy, absolutely, Kathy, you're amazing. Thank you so much. We, the stream, and the muskrats all love the support, especially Ella
And the raccoon.
and the raccoon. Yeah,
What would his name be? Or her name?
I think they're twins.
Liv Moss?
No, I think they're twins. And on the left is Bobby.
Coco and Rocco?
No, it's Bobby. On the left is Bobby.
No, that sounds like Tim Thornton or whatever.
Billy Bob? Thornton?
Tim Nook. Bibby and Bobby.
Randy and Randy. With a Y and an I. Yo quiero raccoon bell. Bra said, I will have twice the wine tonight for you then. A sacrifice I must do. Oh, that's great. Norwood, New Jersey. Apparently there's a taco time there. Don't think it's the same taco time like here in Edmonton. Norwood? Oh, you know what's funny about Norwood? If you all
know
remember,
where that is?
I totally know where that is. Do y'all remember the story we shared once about the lovely purple witch who lives in the...
That's not Norwood.
That's Norwood.
No, that's not. That's
Wait, I'm gonna
Ringwood.
mute. I'm going to mute for a sec. Oh. I don't think I know where Norwood is then. Are you
Okay,
sure?
wait, hang on. I have a joke for that. Elias has this thing where he's God's gift to navigation. And he can navigate himself out of any situation. You put him in the middle of a black hole and he'll find his way out. But I feel like as he's gotten older, the tricks of the trade have left him. And your navigation skills just aren't what they are. And now you're just spouting out these locations as if you know them, like you're a cartographer, but you don't know them. And an example of this is when we were in New York City at Kylie Minogue. Every time we were like, okay, we literally were in a vicinity of 3 blocks the entire time in the city. MSG, hotel, dinner, Taco Bell in the vicinity. And maybe we like drifted off a little bit to Hell's Kitchen for a stupid like drunken drink at a bar. Even
that
in
I got us there and back again.
Even in my stupor, I still said, this is the way we go. No.
Not
it's
for
going
the gay
this way.
bar. The gay bar.
I did. I said we go left. And then in the next day, you did the same thing. So I think the old vertigo, whatever's going on here, your draw or connection to the compass rose of the world gone.
My magnetic true north
gone. I heard that the thing is flipping.
The magnet?
Yeah, they're working on it's working on it.
Okay, but let me be honest. That 3 block situation if there was like a strip of land.
Wait, Jen said you can't find your way out of a UPS box.
Anapliros y Crasiu. What does that mean? Anapliros y Crasiu, like unpaid wine? Like unmarked or unpaid wine?
Free wine.
Free wine? Is that? Anaplirosi. Napliroso means to pay. So like anaplirosi is like opposite of that. So
yeah, but
unpaid crasiu is like the
no,
adjective.
free wine. I think maybe that's what
Google Translate it was for refill.
Oh, refill the wine.
Tammy, I can find my way out of things. I'm very good at that in video games. My sense of direction is top tier. I know exactly where I'm going. I can spatially be aware of things. Something about this particular situation with MSG. If it was a line and MSG was just behind some buildings and then our hotel was just behind some buildings, I don't know what it was. This middle area, any which way, I don't know.
Yeah, we came out and Elias was like, let's go left. And I'm like, no, it's right.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was
real
all backwards. Maybe it was, it was probably you're still migrating from the south like the geese do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or it was the dick that threw me off.
Yeah, you had the old dick on the brain.
Yeah. Dick on the box.
Yeah.
No, the thought of that whole thing was so creepy and weird to me. It freaks me out. No, Paul, once you're in it, like once you're in that close, it's like you can't. It's like
what?
The Empire State Building.
Oh, use it as, yeah.
Yeah, like where we were, the Empire State Building was entirely blocked. It's like we were tiny little ants on the watermelon trying to figure out where is the watermelon. Yeah.
I knew exactly where the watermelon was the whole time.
You know when people who don't believe the earth is round, which is a thing, the fact that they will use the whole, well, then why can't I see the curve of it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand the size of what the earth would be if we could see a visible curve on it? It would be the size of your town in Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Insane.
I don't know that we can fit all those people. I saw a video of speaking of how if you crushed everybody down, you know those videos where it's like, if you take all 8 billion people and crush them down and put them in a spot, this is where they'd fit.
Mariana Trench.
I don't know where. I don't know the answer to that one. But the other one that I saw was, if everybody was peeing into the Grand Canyon, how long would it take to fill? And it was something like 800 years.
Of just continuous piss?
I think so. Of the 8 billion people. It would stink.
Yeah, but I feel like
it would evaporate faster than
you're filling. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
800. I think it's worth it though. Is that something we can all collectively go work towards? I feel like we all need a stupid goal to go achieve.
I think right now it's just saving the country.
No, I'm saying like a distraction from all of this nonsense. You know what I'm saying?
You're saying,
let's all just get together and say, let's go. You know, like in the 60s, they were like, I know what we'll do. We'll go to the moon. Well, that was one generation. Our generation will be defined by, let's all just get together and pee into the Empire or into the Grand Canyon.
So you're saying, let's put aside the failing democracy and go and piss in the Grand Canyon.
I feel like you would be a really big contributor.
Like 1,000,000%.
Yeah. Statues would be made for you.
I mean, if that's how I get my statue. Yeah.
Okay, there, we checked it. Pee and poop, done. Now let's celebrate. Thank you, Kathy.
Andy, I've also heard that. Kathy, thank you so much. This is lovely. And Chris, remember to breathe out your nose. Is that right, Ra?
Oh, right. Wait, no.
I don't know.
Now, mouth or nose?
Nose. So suck it down and then Yeah.
Okay, I'll try that. I'm gonna practice. Wait.
Right. So.
Yum, 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 yum.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just let.
It's a lot of coordination, though.
It's just the moment your muscle sphincter swallows, like when it opens and closes, then do that.
Okay, I'll try it. Jay Grizz, thank you for the 200 legendary legend bits.
All right, let's try it.
Okay, I'm gonna wait. First, we need music.
Oh, yeah. Andy said that if we zoomed out, the Earth, and I've heard this before too, the Earth would be smoother than a billiards ball.
Yeah, because
if you zoom into a billiards ball, it's probably filled with a bunch of imperfections.
Yeah, I think Neil deGrasse Tyson made the example that the difference in like height between the Himalayas and the Mariana Trench is like 11 miles or something. But in comparison to like the circumference of the Earth is negligible.
Yeah.
But I mean, can we still fill the Grand Canyon? That's the question.
I don't know. Oh, the glasses.
I just am saying we need to unite against something. It's either we need to unite against the aliens and the drones as a society, or fill the Grand Canyon with piss.
Only two options that exist.
The only two options to save humanity.
Between the two, I think I'd rather pee in the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, statues.
I think statues.
Maybe like
would
a
be
statuette.
crafted.
Maybe smaller ones.
Yeah.
But still, I'll take it.
Would it be a water fountain or no, just a statue? I feel like it has to be a water fountain.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
And then people would go and drop their pennies in there and make wishes on my. Yeah.
Would you invite them to pee in it or no? That's disgraceful. But then I feel like it's not
disgraceful
because it's sort of what you did to get the fountain. I have a lot of questions about this.
Cheers.
Cheers, folks.
As
okay,
we
wait, ready?
contemplate-
Yum, 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 yum. Okay.
Yeah. Ready? There we go.
Ready, and thank you, everyone. I don't know why I charged up for that.
I'm going to laugh now. I'm dead at Brittany. Tourists will buy the mini statue. Wait, what did I call it? A statuette? Yeah.
Okay, we didn't even have a shot yet.
Okay, ready? Cheers.
Ready, and okay.
Wait, stop.
Jake.
Wait, because we need to restart the song.
Trying to kill us.
Hold on,
Wait,
stop.
Jakers, thank you for 200 legendary legend bits.
×2. There was another set. Did you see?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm laughing
Okay,
about.
we're starting the song over. Cheers. Stop.
Okay, I'm good.
I don't think I can do it now. I'm
I swear I got it. I'm gonna try it.
No,
I just
I'm
need
saying
to-
I'm gonna. It's gonna come out my nose.
Okay. This is the best money Kathy ever spent on supporting the channel, which is so stupid.
No.
Oh, it comes fast afterwards. So
Whoa.
I did. I did it, but it really burns.
I think it burned through my nose too. And
I
how
feel
you
like-
said that.
If you're blowing your nose out, I feel like it's sucking it up and like keeping it in your throat longer. Is that possible?
I'm confused because I feel like I used to do that and it worked. This time it didn't work.
Wait.
Maybe
Past that.
the air out of the mouth. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, we'll have to practice again. Yum, 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 yum.
All right. So the drama. It's not really that much drama.
I want to know.
I'm just trying.
Do you want me to start
Survive here.
explaining it?
No. So in White Lotus, here's the thing. No spoilers. No one say anything. I don't even want to know necessarily whether you liked it or not because I don't want people to be all like discouraged
Swaying.
from watching
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
or
I
anything.
get it.
We're
I get
not talking about White Lotus as a thing. We're talking about the music of White Lotus, the theme song in particular. Here's what happened and why this is news that went down this past week. Mike White is the director, writer, and final say of all there is of White Lotus.
How does that happen? Does he just go to like HBO and is like,
Yeah, he writes a script
okay,
and says, you know what? I've got this thing.
yeah,
I have these ideas and I would like to
And
do
he
something with
pitches
it.
it.
And he pitches it to someone like HBO.
when is it the thing where they do the sizzle reel? That's not anything. Oh, okay.
And then he'll go to HBO. Someone at HBO will be like, you know what? This sounds really interesting. We're going to think about it. They're like, yeah, okay. You know what? We want you to do it. What are some ideas about who you have for the cast and this, whatever. They probably give him like some amount of freedom to like do stuff. I don't really know how that part works. But since they hired him to do this thing, now he becomes the showrunner and everything goes through him.
I thought a showrunner was something different.
Yeah, if it's a show that's not one person.
Okay.
My take on it is that a showrunner is the one who ties together in True Blood the author of True Blood, the people who wanted to make the show, the directors of each of the individual episodes. But Mike White very uniquely is all of those things. It's born from his brain. He's the one who's directing it. He's the one who's picking the actors. He's the one who's doing everything. Like, full stop.
Got it.
Excuse me. And so
Tammy said the White Lotus theme song was done by a Canadian.
that's this guy. Yeah, the guy that I'm going to talk about. Leslie said, you're right, Elias. Showrunners almost always are the creators. Yeah, the one, I think the higher level people.
What is it?
I'm sorry, you're right, Leslie. I know what you mean. The people who created the show.
So what's a producer then?
The producer then says, wow, you really have something going here. I'm going to help fund the production.
And then they make money off of it.
It could be Mike White. Mike White could be the producer. Mike White could be the executive producer because he funds the most amount or whatever the case might be.
Okay, so wait.
Yeah.
There's writer who clearly writes. There's the director who says, here's the filming and then you guys do this stuff.
Based off of the writing.
Okay.
He has to follow the writing.
The producer says, I'm going to pay you guys to do this.
As long as it's within something I like reasonably like and enjoy. Like if it's a trash show, they're not going to just do it.
Okay, but the producer, how does that exactly work?
It's like
because
rich
it's like,
people.
yeah, but like what? Where are they going to make their money back? HBO? Or
Maybe.
HBO is a producer?
No, HBO was not. HBO is a distributor.
So then how does HBO pay the producer
Probably. Yeah.
Why don't they just
The
go straight
executive
to
producers are the investors and get the project going. Producers are doing the work to get things done. So like, for example, in our production of SpongeBob, Sue was the producer of that.
Yeah.
All of the monies went through Sue to make sure that things like she knows what the budget is, what's available to them, who they can hire. What if someone came in and said, you know what, we're going to buy this $50,000 backdrop. Sue's like, absolutely the fuck not. You're not, because we don't have the money for it.
Okay, so now these runner people, the showrunners, legit, I always thought were just like those things pages.
No, they're like
I imagine they were the
level
people who just went back and forth between conference rooms like, okay, this is the scene we're going to do now.
No, the showrunner of like, for example, Game of Thrones, they're the final say of what happens in the season.
Oh, it's like runner as in like commanding.
They
like
run
the
it, show. Yeah.
Not like I'm running from one place to another. Okay.
Mike White is essentially all of that.
Okay.
Meaning he's got final say. It's his shit.
Yeah.
He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Everyone reveres him, blah, blah, blah. He, at the time, hired this Canadian guy, Cristobal, I think is his name.
Crystal Ball?
Cristobal.
Like, is that his stage name or?
His name is... Where can I find it?
Probably the credits.
Cristobal. I was right.
Crystal Ball?
Oh my God, it's covered by the New York Times. Cristobal Tapia de Vere. Cristobal. It's probably like Christopher. Oh, I'm sorry.
Not Crystal Ball.
Cristobal. That's what I've been saying this whole time.
Okay.
Cristobal de Vere said back then. I've got some cool music for you.
Okay. To Mike White.
Mike White, and I'm paraphrasing here. Mike White probably says, "Okay, cool. I listened to some samples. I really like what you do. I have this vibe, and we're gonna go with that." Then Cristobal makes the initial season 1 theme song.
Yes.
That was good. I think we all argued that it was good. I remember the little wheeze,
Yeah, no, it was creative.
It was
fun. It
fun
was very
and
unique. Yeah.
And it also was very Hawaiian-esque where the first one took place. It was all very good.
Yes.
Season 2 comes along, and season 2 upped the ante by making that song almost like a Euro dance club hit.
Yeah, no, it was like a wait, what is it? Trance?
Sure.
Yeah.
Trance. The thing is, though, this is why you need to remember your history, folks, so that history doesn't repeat itself. But the thing is, for about 4 episodes of season 2, people hated it. They hated the original song, the second season song. They were like, "Oh, it's not the same as the first season song."
Yeah, no, they were like, these are so alarming with these wee-was.
Yeah. And then it's like episode 5, people are like, "Oh my God, I kind of really like this song." And then reels went rampant like 6 and on, where it's like me first watching the first episode and it's like boring. You're like, "Oh, this theme song sucks." And then it's like me episode 5, like just raving, you know?
Yeah, and we experienced that.
We experienced that as well. By the end of season 2. Yeah, by the end of season 2, we were all like, this is the best song that's ever existed in humanity. Then season 3 comes along, and I give you one guess to figure out what the hell happened. The same shit.
Everybody was mad.
Everyone hated the original song for season 3, episode 1, because their bodies were not ready for it, because it's something new and it takes a second.
We talked about this on the stream.
And then episode 5-ish, people were like, "Huh, I kind of like the song.
Yeah.
Wait a second, this isn't bad." And the big difference between season 3 versus season 2 and 1 was that the little wee-woos, that thing, was not in season 3's theme song.
Right.
And it never like materializes. It just is something slightly different, kind of a similar vibe, but you never get those. People were pissed.
Okay, yeah. I mean, and the problem is that people find comfort in the familiar. And so it's like,
right.
I feel like they were anticipating that rage moment, and it never materialized. And so they were like,
"But I
this is a media, I hate it." But when they actually got a chance,
don't those people remember season 2's feelings? Because they had the exact same feeling.
But I feel like it was so identifiable in 2.
Yeah, maybe that's
the problem. It was like everybody talked about the theme song in season 2.
Yeah.
And so by the time the second one came around, it was like, okay, the first theme song was good, but it wasn't like alarmingly good.
Yeah. So now what happened is, it comes out just days before the finale of season 3 that Cristobal quits because of creative differences. And the creative differences are this. Cristobal made a version of the theme song for season 3 that included the wee-woos, but it happened like really far near the end of like a 3-minute track that if it was the theme song, it would be like forever long.
Yeah, no, you'd be done with your popcorn by the time you've
And in a very bitchy move, and those are words by Mike White. He said he thinks what he did was like a bitch move, like a petty move.
Yeah.
When he quit,
where he said that on Howard.
He said that on Howard. He said on Howard that when he quit, like what a bitch move it was for him to days beforehand complain about all of this and then upload that track and like try to draw attention away from Mike White.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Cristobal said that this was the last time that we fought and I'm just over it because like whatever, and he quit.
Yeah.
And Mike White's like, and I don't even know what he's talking about. We never fought. So it seems like this guy is actually, from a little bit of the research I've done, and do your own research. This is just me talking from what I've read. I think that this guy doesn't like being stuck creatively and doesn't like being somewhere where he does things repeatedly. He's like a creative where he likes to move from job to job.
And I can totally get that because like I feel like he really established himself. He's obviously talented.
And Mike White says that on there. He says at the very end of it all, he says like, and he's super talented.
No, and we've talked about this on the show regularly that the background music is always spot on.
Which is the other thing that
he also does that.
Unless it's like a song that's already in existence.
But yeah, I mean, I get it. He wants like a different he
test. Wanted, and so Mike White, the creative difference is that Mike White said for season 3's theme song, I want it to be up until this part of the theme song, which never got to the wee woos. He apparently was like, no, I want the wee woos. Mike White's like, no, it's a brand new season. Let's just do whatever. And then when the season 3 episode 1 happened, people were so upset at the song viscerally that they were like asking Cristobal, like, what the fuck? What happened to the wee woos? So he probably interpreted that as like, see, I knew something was wrong. I knew something happened. Yeah. But guess what? We're now at the end of season 3. And guess what everyone loves? The goddamn theme song.
Yeah. And I think it's great.
Humans are exhausting.
Sam, I agree. Exhausting. I feel like if this whole thing played out for 3 minutes on the intro or whatever it was in the uncut version of it, it would be really long. It's already pretty long, the intro.
He said on Howard today, I honestly don't know what happened, except now I'm reading his interviews because he decides to do some PR campaign about him leaving the show. I don't think he respected me. He wants people to know that he's edgy and dark and that I'm like, I don't know, like that I watch reality TV. I'm going to paraphrase something. And if this ever comes out, you heard it here first. I think that Cristobal was like a little homophobic. The way that Mike White was talking about what he thinks Cristobal thought of him sounded as if it was like, he's this masculine man and he sees me as this like
meek gay person.
Yeah, because he says, I don't know, like maybe it's because I watch reality TV. That's a pretty big tell.
Well,
right there,
I don't put words in his mouth, but
for Cristobal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, his name is Crystal Ball.
He said we never really even fought. He says we feuded. He's like, I don't even think I ever had a fight with him except for maybe an email. It was basically me giving him notes. That's it. I don't think he liked to go through the process of getting notes from me or wanting revisions because he didn't respect me. I knew he wasn't a team player and that he wanted to do it his way. I was thrown that he would go to New York Times to shit on me and the show 3 days before the finale. It was kind of a bitch move. By the time the third season came around, he'd won Emmys. This is Mike White still going. And he had his song go viral. He didn't want to go through the process with me. He didn't want to go to sessions. He would always look at me with some contemptuous smirk on his face like he thought I was a chimp or something. He's definitely making a big deal out of a creative difference. And this is what Stern said, and I love it. He goes, you're the genius behind this thing. Why quit hit show because you got some notes and some differences? Just work it out. Yeah. That's what he said.
I mean, Howard's just...
Yeah.
Howard, you know what would be fantastic? If Howard did Judge Judy.
Yeah.
I think he's just so
$50.
Absurd. Yeah, just give him the $50.
Yeah. He said he is very talented. Yeah, and then he goes...
Because he would ask all the right questions on the stand. And he's just such a great person.
Oh, listen to what he said. He's very talented. And he goes, but I've never kissed someone's ass so hard to just get him to like, I don't know, lead the horse to water. Have fun with whatever you're doing next.
Mike said that. Oh,
those are some fighting words. Anyway, that's the drama.
I don't know. I mean, it's not the best look though, because like, I don't know, if you're a director and you're like, well, like that's what happened a couple of days before the finale. Like, would I want him on my show? I don't know.
Well, he quit.
No, I know. But then to quit and like then do this whole spectacle thing. If I were a director and I was like, if I were a director and
whose side are you on?
I'm on Mike's side.
Okay, got it.
And Howard's side. I'm saying
Howard's side.
If I were a director creating a show and I had choices in people who I wanted to work with,
knowing that
he stepped away, created a big scene right before, like me as the director,
I would be
releasing my finale.
I'd be pissed.
I would be like, I'm not going to hire this guy. He's a liability.
Now, listen, if you think we're making a mountain out of a molehill because it's just theme music, I encourage you to go listen to them. Even if you don't watch the show, just Google like season 1 theme song, season 2, season 3, and you'll hear what I'm talking about. They are really good music that sets the stage for what the whole vibe of the season is like. And the White Lotus as a concept, I think, is the best example of a slow burn always paying off. Every season is just a little like candle just going down until it just like fully explodes at the bottom. It's like dynamite, you know?
Yeah, Mike White was in fact on Survivor.
Yeah, he was.
That's where I knew him first.
We knew him like from that. We loved him on Survivor.
What season was he on?
I don't know. I'm going to guess he was on season 23. Mike White Survivor. Do you have a guess?
I'll guess 27.
I don't know. Oh, 37. Damn.
37?
He was that far into it? Wow. Yeah, he was great on it.
He was great.
And then he was just like casually, he was a writer.
He was a writer then.
Yeah. That's a dream to be like a writer on a show like Survivor. And then like, here we are over 10 seasons later with some of the best TV that you've created from your little old noggin.
Yeah, listen, and he did it all on his own. I mean, he didn't ride coattails of anything good for him.
Elias, I never watched Survivor, so I didn't really know how much backstabbing is involved till I watched Traitors. Could you do that? Chow, could I backstab? That's a great question, and I've thought about that myself too. I think my problem is that I'm sometimes a people pleaser when it comes to certain scenarios, and I would put myself in a position.
I was going to say something.
Don't.
But I can't because it would have been a spoiler.
Don't.
Okay, yeah. Anybody who watched White Lotus, you know what I'm saying.
That should be a little. Ba-doop. I'm a people pleaser.
You're just sitting there.
And stop it.
Okay, I'm done.
And I know one of my faults would be I would get myself into a position. Stop it.
I'm not doing anything.
Where I would befriend too many people and inevitably talk about others.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And then
this would be your downfall.
I would have to at some point make a decision. And if it's the wrong decision, I've messed up. Like I'm donezo. And I think that's my biggest mistake. And I'm saying this out loud, and I probably should include that in my next audition.
Yeah.
I think that's a fun, if they recognize that, like.
No, you would totally. I mean, loose lips sinks ships.
And I would.
And you would sink the whole
I'm not saying that I'm
Navy.
That I love telling secrets. What I'm saying is I just want to be in with people. So like if Chris, even at work, like people who I may not vibe with, if we're alone in the laundry room together, I'm going to talk with them and be like, oh my God, so tell me about blah, 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 and I'll be best friends with them. But then if I go back into my classroom and I'm like near someone who I trust, I'll be like, don't you hear about this shit? You know,
I'm a vault. I'm just going to say,
but in a show
vault.
like that, you can't be, then they'd vote you out, because then if someone approaches you and they're like, so what do you think about so-and-so? And you're like, that's what you're going to say to them?
I'm good at deflecting. Did
It's
you know that
about
people can pee in into the Grand Canyon?
I know,
for 800 years.
I know, and that's the problem. That I feel like I'm just at the cusp of feeling like I could do that. It's a matter of just.
I think that a lot of these people who are on these shows, somebody said it recently. I think it was on Survivor in one of the tribal councils, and they said, you don't know what it's like until you're actually there.
Yeah.
And I think that we all have this perception in these reality shows that we know what we would do in a certain scenario.
Yeah. We've heard that a lot from these shows, from people on Traitors.
And
I
think it's just so hard because it's like there's so much emotion. There's a lot of money on the line. you're tired, you're hungry,
We're
you're
saying
exhausted,
all of these things from home.
and like
couch
your
with
brain
cats on
isn't
us.
working right. And so people make stupid decisions, some like more stupid than others, but it's a hard situation to be in, and it's hard because you're really getting beaten down to your core.
Completely. The essence of who you are comes out. And you know what I think bothered me about was it in Survivor this past episode? I'm not spoiling anything, but there was someone who was suggesting that he only wants to play with people who are going to play respectfully and loyally. Or what was it? Remember that?
Yeah. They had a whole conversation about it.
And a clean game.
Yeah.
They're going to play a clean game. This is where I don't fall in line with that, because you are on a show designed to put yourself in a position of having to maybe backstab someone. No matter what, you're not going to play whatever this concept of a clean game is. And that's why I think you got to go into it knowing you're going to do some weird things that are going to happen that may not represent who you even are, but you're going to have to make these awkward decisions. And if you make the one decision that's the better of the two and it gets you one step further, you're on the right track. If you make that wrong decision and go one step this way, you're effed. And that's it. It's all over.
Paul said if we start this Grand Canyon project, which I love that it's like an official project now, it wouldn't even be half done by Star Trek times.
Yeah.
But you know what? Paul, I don't think we would make Star Trek by that time because we'd all be so focused on P.
No, it'd have to be all 8 billion
people.
Would I be able to backstab? It depends on the circumstance. Like if I'm going to be a villain where I'm willingly going in and becoming friends with someone to backstab them, I don't think I could do that. But if it's a situation where it's like, I know someone has to go, or I don't like someone, but I'm going to be kind to them. And then it comes down to like, okay, everyone now needs to vote this person out. Sure, I'll vote them out.
I think it's hard because it's like, they also said this recently on the show, and I relate to this, that like in the rawest element.
that's I know you laughed at it, but that's insane. Hashtag Grand Canyon Project. Oh, what are they building? A bridge? No, we're filling it with piss. In this like vulnerable state that you're in on this island, your relationship building is like expedited because you share really high highs and really low lows with these people. Yeah. And I just feel like that makes it more difficult to do this backstabbing. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, I can't concentrate.
No, I know.
What brings you here? Oh, I'm a Grand Canyon pister like my pappy and my grandpappy before me. That's insane. That's a moment. If there was one.
Oh my God.
Tell me what you're saying if you do.
I'm
what?
saying the highs and the lows, like on this island, you're sharing with these people, and that like creates unnatural bonds, like, or bonds that form really quickly.
Correct.
And so in that scenario where, okay, you formed this really solid bond with somebody, now you got to backstab them. That makes it even harder.
You're right. Yeah.
And it's all, yeah. So, I mean, I don't know.
And then a scenario
so
could
like
happen.
If you're saying you have a scenario where you find it difficult to backstab somebody who like maybe you don't have a great relationship with. No, but now you're in a scenario. Now you're in a scenario where it's like, okay, you have a really strong relationship with these people,
and then I have to backstab one because everyone else is against
on board with it. Yeah,
that's where I think I'd have a difficult time.
Yeah,
and I don't know that I do a good job of what's that word when you have to play damage control. I don't think I would be good with damage control in that because I would feel so upset that I hurt whose ever feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Also, I feel like it's easy to take things personally on that show.
And everyone always says it's just a game, it's just a game, it's just a game. But there are moments where I think you do take it personally.
Yeah, of course.
And you shouldn't, but like you do. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
Paul, there's a really funny skit on Abbott Elementary. This 2 episodes ago, if anyone watched it. You couldn't even tell that vegetarian guy who was eating bovine. That's Chris.
Yeah.
I was ready. I was ready. I told Chris.
No, you're right, Chow. I never
You
said
can't-
anything.
I said to you, do you want me to tell her, him?
Yeah.
And you said no.
Yeah.
Just
no.
leave it. I am okay.
No, I couldn't do it. I couldn't tell him.
Okay. That makes me
Why-
feel good.
I mean, then I think I would be bad on Survivor.
I think you would be better on Survivor than me in certain things, but worse in other things.
Yeah.
That would be a worse one.
Yeah.
For me. Okay. On Abbott Elementary, this past 2 episodes, I don't remember. There was a filing system that someone had in their office that no one could figure out because that person was no longer there. And as they started pulling out files, they started naming names that to me sounded familiar. And I'm like, Chris, I think those are all Survivor players. And then at some point, the joke is that this person loved Survivor so much that they organized their files based off of players in Survivor and the seasons that they were on. And the big joke of it all is that the team who was there now that's new, they were like, oh, well, what's the big deal? We'll just catch up on Survivor to learn. And then it's 48 seasons later of 12 episodes each, or no, 15 episodes each.
So
whatever.
they're going to be,
We're nearing 50. I will not be a part of 50
no.
if
Will
anything
you be
ever
on
happens.
shorter episodes? Because right now they're kind of long.
Oh, that depends on now that the writer strike is over. It might go back to an hour. Yeah. Yes, Ava's filing system. Hysterical.
Yeah, Big Leo, we're talking about Survivor and a little bit of Traders, but not.
Well, it started because Chow asked about traders and how in traders they have to do backstabbing. Chow, that's a little bit different because someone in traders is designed to be the bad person.
Yeah.
So like in Survivor, you could play like a quote unquote clean game by even being vocal to people. You could say like, look, this is my team and I'm not going to vote. I'm not going to get your vote. And then, you know, Jen, I didn't apply yet, but tonight made me realize that I have something that I can possibly say about how.
Who would be a better puzzle solver on Survivor?
Chris would 1,000% be a better puzzle solver. I would get hangry for like the initial bit of it, but then I think that I'd probably be okay with like, I don't know, like once I learn what that's like. But I think you would just be in a constant state of hangry.
Oh, I would just definitely be hangry.
You'd be real hangry.
Yeah. No, but then it's not hangry as outward. I get bitchy.
Yeah. But at some point you might
Snap out of it.
Snap out of it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well,
that's the thing, Chow. They say that they don't want a hyper edited video, and then it makes me think like the last video I made was a little bit hyper edited. They just like your story and who you are and stuff. So I'm trying to think of things that I want to say. And if I talk about me being a teacher and how the world of teaching is a little bit like Survivor and how you have certain people,
rather than setting up a spectacle here, just hold your phone and talk as you're walking and like show the cats or something.
That's
walk around the house, because I feel like you're very much like when you're on the phone, you pace and dig you make a divot in the floor.
I do.
And I feel like you're most comfortable doing that rather than on your own, like not in this setting, but like on your own talking and just sitting somewhere. So you should do that. You should try that.
Yeah.
I think there have been quite a few vegetarians.
Yeah, there are many of them.
Whether or not some of them just decide during that time it's just like a break period.
No, but some of them, I think one of the earliest ones I remember was that they didn't want to kill the chicken, and they not forced the team, but like the player basically said, if you do this to their teammates, I'm just going to not be a part of it. Like you all do it and I'm going to walk away because they wanted to kill the chicken to eat it. Jen said Elias would get so mad at Chris with his goofiness with the puzzles, even though Chris would get the puzzle in no time, like the bomb game. Can we please play that again soon?
Yeah, we should. Actually, Jen, we were going to do a community game this weekend, but we want to kind of like get a little momentum in split fiction. So we'll have some community weekends coming up because we haven't done them in a long time.
Oh yes, wait, this is, I meant to talk about that. We have a new emote.
Wait, can you show some of the other pictures?
Yeah.
And then
Kathy said if I was on Survivor, the second the show would start, I would say, I'm out of here. That is amazing.
Okay, so a little background on some of these pictures that we generated. ChatGPT, everybody knows, they updated one of their models, which is their most like popular model right now, to be able to accept an image as a base image and then generate a drawing of it. And so, of course, I gave it a picture of Eloise.
Okay.
And asked it to draw an exaggerated caricature of her.
Also, the gangry one is modded by Bastet.
And
Can you believe that? Jen can do it because she's a mod.
wait, it can't say it?
For whatever reason, because it's gay, like in it, it says gay.
Can we allow that? Like, is there an allow list?
How.
There must be an allow list.
So let me show you. We did this all. You only actually have 1 or 2 allotted uploads a day because they don't want, I guess, the planet to burn. I don't know why, but we each have, like, I had one that I did. So basically what I'm about to show you took us days of time to do. The very first one is the emote that you're all doing. But here's the thing. Let me show you. This is a picture of Oriole. It's hysterical. And you could see when you talk about exaggerated, what it picked up on was his eyes. It's so funny. Next is a picture. I just die every time I see this. Okay, here we go. This is Bernie. And it's probably one of my favorite photos I've ever seen in my whole entire life. And what it exaggerated on is the size and of roundness of his face. Look
so
at
cute.
this picture. I just want to die. I love it so much. I would fight wars for this cat. Next up is Cheddar. And Cheddar's is the Cheddar head tilt. The exaggerated cheeks, I guess. The smile.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it captures it.
Completely. I think it's hysterical. And then next up is Raisin. I don't know why Raisin got the shaft with how angry he is, but it's one of my favorite things. Bastet always calls it Raisin
Resting
bitch face,
bitch
resting
face.
bitch face,
Yeah.
or Raisin bitch face. And I think it's perfect. Are we ready? Look at him. He has got some... He is stealing a bank right now. He has his minions stealing a bank right now.
It's so funny.
Right? And then now, keep in mind all of these lovely photos of how cute these cats are. Oh my goodness, exaggerated features here, blah, blah, blah. Look at what they did to Eloise. It is probably one of my favorite photos I've ever seen. I look at it and I just laugh hysterically. Are we ready for Eloise? It's the little image you all did, but in big form, look at it. What is this? It is
so
my
funny.
favorite.
It's so funny.
Her absolutely massive eyes. She has no idea what's going on. Her ears. Look at the one ear being curled forward. She's a hot mess. She's got no teeth and just gums.
It's so
And
funny.
she has the collar on because it included that in the original photo.
Oh my God. It
is
so funny.
one of my favorite photos I've ever seen. So I was just testing out before to see, can I make this an emote? And it worked. And I meant to start off the stream talking about this and I forgot until whoever tonight posted the first, was it Jen?
I think
Yeah, I think it was
Biglia.
Biglia
Yeah.
who posted it. Eloise looks like a single
my
mom who works 2
God.
jobs and just learned she's getting evicted and fired and is pregnant with triplets. I love her. I love this Eloise almost as much as I love the real life Eloise.
Panic at the
Panic at the EW. Yeah, Chrissy, it's that same thing.
It's so funny.
Yeah, Bernie has the one. Oh my God, Shelly said, and you say Bernie has the one brain cell? She needs lorazepam. That's what she needs. Look at Raisin.
Raisin.
Resting Raisin face, RRF.
Yes.
That's what it
what it
is.
is.
Cheddar. I'm dead. This is just the funniest. And then Oriole. So tomorrow we're going to do Tater Tot and Bentley.
Yeah, yeah.
In my mind, this one should be Bentley. Like this, he's what's the word? Like sly? He's
like
sneaky,
sinister.
Sinister. He does look like Jafar. Sam said he looks like Jafar.
But I think Raisin has that when he's like got his eye. The photo that it was based off of. Let me see if I can get it.
I'll show you the photo. Actually, you know what I could do? Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have done the comparison photos.
Here, I'll just show it on this camera.
Okay.
This is the photo it was based off of.
Oh, yeah. Of all the photos, that's the one you picked?
Because I wanted one
It's
that
like
was
not even a clear photo.
I know, but I wanted one that was like capturing his little bitchy face. That's what's funny about them. I mean, we can obviously do one of his actual face, but
you know what I did? I went into my photos, I searched the cat name, I searched favorites, and then I found the best looking front facing photo.
yeah, because you're a good cat dad. I'm like, let's make them look crazy.
This is the photo that we used for Bernie. So I'm going to add that into there. So if I go here.
So what I want to do, this concept of drawing pictures based off of original pictures. I had originally done something in Muskrat GPT to like draw pictures, but I don't have, it's not able to base anything on pictures. And so now I want to kind of like build some connection to Chat GPT that would do it from like a Muskrat's perspective.
That would be very cool. So I used this photo and I got a response back that was wildly sinister. And I freaked, and Chris was like, "Oh, just put in like make the cat happier," and then this is the result.
Did you have the original one?
Picture.
I think I do.
I think if I did this, it might show up. Yeah, here it is.
This was the original one, right?
This was the original one of Bernie, which I think is actually a very good indicator of the photo, like comparing it to the original photo. Okay, so, all right, this is what happened. This is the original photo, and then it resulted in this. And I'm like, that's too angry for Bernie. I get it because he looks like a little burnt, a little angry. And I said, can you make the cat happier? And then I got this back. This one is very much Bentley. How freaking funny.
Yeah, but Bentley's face is like more distributed. So I feel like
funny. This is so funny. Yeah, this is definitely Bentley. That's what the vibe I got. And I agree that I think when we do Bentleys, it's going to probably look more like this, but also with the Bentley face.
Yeah.
But this to me is exactly Bernie. The dumb, silly, like.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. Yeah.
A little feather, a little butterfly over there. You know?
Oh my God.
It's so funny. Cheddar with his cheddar head tilt.
Go back to Eloise.
Oh my God, Eloise. What is this? Do you know what I want? I want this blown up on like
it's an art piece.
Straight up.
This
I want
is an art piece.
Like 48 by 48 inches on the wall. Like as big as those are.
So amazing.
I want that size of this.
We need to do a Christmas card this year of these photos.
It's amazing. Chrissy, I think this needs to be framed like big, like a big photo of this. Beach said, seriously, people will pay money for that. I thought the same thing.
It's so funny.
This could be like in a Home Goods. You go into Home Goods and you know how they have all those things. Like you could just find this and people are going to be, it would go
Like
viral because people would make like
Norman Rockwell or whatever.
Are you thinking about the lights guy? Thomas Kincaid?
I don't know.
You know?
It's so
Yeah,
funny.
Leah could use her Cricut. She needs a print of this in the EW. Oh my God. I want this on a shirt.
We could make a sticker out of this.
Painting of the kids with big eye. Eloise, the day she landed on Earth, Shorpam said. This is so Eloise.
No, I mean, looking at it, it genuinely captures her features. Like
You know?
her like cheeks like that do protrude out. It really, I mean, it's a really good job.
A 2026 calendar. Yes, Em, I don't know how it works, and I feel like there is some element of concern in all of that because, like you said, it comes from somewhere, but I don't know how it works. What do you know anything about the new version? This whatever version that you're using or that we're using?
It's probably still like some kind of stable diffusion.
What does that mean?
So like they train all of these existing images from a bunch of pictures down to like noise, and then
Down to noise, like
so like they diffuse
static?
it out. Yeah, like they diffuse it out to turn the like noise around certain pixels. But when you go to create an image, then you start with noise and you kind of like back into an image. So you don't know what path it's going to take or which image it'll take, like bits and pieces from different images
that is so interesting.
at like the pixel level, not at like the concept level. So I don't know how it works, and they probably don't publish a paper on it, but it's probably just, instead of starting with complete noise, it's probably starting with some shell of what the image you provide it, so that it's more
based
likely
off
to
of millions
back
of
into a path.
data points.
Yeah. So yeah,
That's
I mean, it
interesting.
is training on existing art.
Meaning if humans never did art, the computer program will not know what to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's called art.
I mean, in the same way that if humans never invented language, we wouldn't have the internet.
Yeah. It's pretty wild. You know, try sending a pic of all 7 of them to ChatGPT and see what happens. Does it do that? Would it do that?
Yeah, it should.
At first, I want to get 7 of these wonderful.
I just want the API to be available. It's supposed to be available in a couple weeks. I think we get like some. So I want to see what they let us do with it.
The API is the code that allows Chris to incorporate it into his own stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's what makes it open source, that they are doing this, they're training, they're learning.
Well, no, it's not open source.
Isn't it?
No, you pay for it. It's supposed to be, they have a
What am I thinking of that's open source?
lot of things are open source.
Wiki is open source, is it?
DeepSeek is open source because they gave out the weights. It's open weight is what they call it.
Sure, I get
Not
that.
like open source.
Totally get that.
Okay, this is
Totally got it.
not a fun conversation.
Yeah.
So what are we doing? Are we going to a game?
Let's go to
Or-
game. 2026 calendar, please. I'll buy 7. Ask Eloise what she thinks of this picture. I don't think she can see that yet, Shelly. That's what I think Chris is talking about, right? You can't ask Eloise what does she think of this picture that.
No, that's what I want to do, Shelly, is I want to incorporate like the visual part of things into Muskrat GPT. But I need to, like, those types of things require a lot of compute power that we just don't have in the house. So that has to be shipped to Microsoft's servers.
Abishi, what app or software do we use to make what icons? The emotes? Those we do like by hand. Shorpam, there was no wine tonight, but Kathy drove the hype train straight into the station, and we had one shot, and we're acting as if we're fools.
What do you think? Are we going to do the game now? I think it's a good.
Oh, Paul said a 2026 calendar repeats day for day in 2037. So let's make a bunch of them. And then just when we get them, cross out the 2 and put 3.
And 7 plus 1.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the game. Oh, speaking of the game, guess what, folks? Nintendo put the pre-order hold on Canada.
Oh, they did?
Because they don't want the US to go and steal all of the Switches from Canada.
Really? Do you know what I did?
What did you do?
I'm probably the reason why.
What did you do?
I was looking at Walmart's website in Montreal because it's like the closest to us.
What did you do?
And I was going to try to get a reserve, and I was going to be like, this will be great. We're going to go up to Montreal, and for the first time we'll be in Canada, and we'll get a Switch out of it. And it didn't happen. So they probably saw like all of this web traffic from these states.
For sure.
And they were like,
Nintendo was like, absolutely not.
I'm sorry, everyone.
No, it wasn't just you. But the reality is, I think that
I really wanted a reason to go to Canada, though. I mean, in all truth, it would. In my mind, or Chow, I should have used VPN. In my mind, it was the perfect tale. It would have been ideal.
It would have been such a monumental.
It
crazy,
would have been
cool thing.
you saying, "I'll never wait overnight for a console," to you coming to Canada with me, us being in the country for the first time. It would have been the only good thing to come out of this whole Trump tariff nonsense.
We don't even want to say that name.
So, but Nintendo one-upped us.
It's crazy, and I think people are very upset at Nintendo because they waited till today to make the announcement, and guess what tomorrow is?
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow was going to be the pre-order date, so people were like probably bookmarking things, like waiting, going. I'm sure retailers were doing stuff. I truly could, in a bajillion years, could have never predicted that the release of a Nintendo sequel product will get mixed up in this nonsense. It just is one of those things that, like,
I said it wasn't on my bingo card or whatever.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, it definitely wasn't me, Patsy. But one can hope the impact that they have.
Yeah.
Can you?
Yes.
Thanks. And then I'm going to start the timer this time for real.
I know, Paul, I can do one of those cheap ones from Tokyo, but that's another one that I don't think we can do because they probably are going to monitor.
No, they said it's region locked, right?
Yeah, but not only that, like, because Paul's saying I can speak Japanese.
But also, question. Yeah, you can start while we're talking.
I think it's this one. No, I'm ready. I'm just going to press the button.
Yeah,
it's there.
press it. I want to.
No, I'm right there.
I know, but I started the timer.
So you want me to play like while you're telling a story?
Well, I was just going to say.
No, you can tell it because stop the timer. Stop the timer.
The one time I actually remember. I
just wanted.
What was I going to say?
Happen.
I forgot now.
All right, we're ready. 6-2. You know what's going to happen? Oh, God. What is this nonsense?
Save that. Oh, go down. Go down. Go down again. Good job.
Oh, but now I have to fight a boss?
Yeah, but this boss isn't that bad. He doesn't throw eggs.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
What was I gonna say?
Thanks, Bastet. Paul said once we're halfway done with Project Grand Canyon, an iPhone 700 can probably emulate a Switch too. I'm dead. That's just amazing. All right.
Oh, wait. This isn't
That was
Mouser?
your turn.
Really?
Yeah. Can you do me a favor real quick? Go to the left there to viewer rewards. Just do the thing. Click on OBS or that. Go down to open it up all the way so I can see the words. Go to viewer rewards, power ups and channel points. The bottom one, manage power. No, there, power, that one. There. Exit out. Mark is complete. Exit out. Delete it. Add a new one. Name it that and do 20,000 one day. Boom, boom, boom.
20,000.
20,000. What just happened? What was that glitch?
I didn't see it.
I'm not here for that. I think I'm gonna rewind.
What did you do?
What do we think of that?
What happened?
I was in the subspace world and I'm just walking to the right and she just gone and I'm dead.
You're in the quicksand, though. There's quicksand.
It's black in the subverse.
Yeah, but it's quicksand right
How are
here
you
in the
supposed
superverse.
to know that?
No, that is
No, folks.
no.
Paul, do not say the stream failed for a moment. I clipped it. There better be. That's that you too? Are you all serious? No one saw that? Mozzie said it froze for a little? No, it's the aliens. It's the aliens. Right here. I put the thing down there.
That is a huge ass door.
Oh my God. Okay, listen, I'm gonna make this the clip later. Like, I'm gonna download the thing because we have it recording locally. 23 had to restart Twitch. It froze completely. At that moment. Unfrickin' believable. Look at Ninja. Did you start? I don't think you started it, Chris.
Start what?
The viewer rewards.
Yeah, I did.
No, you have to hit start.
Oh, these fuckers.
Okay, there is, if you would like to help us out with the community challenge, it just started with the Eloise Royal Pardon. Thanks, 23. You got to go back a little bit if you didn't watch 23. If you like just came on, I'm gonna say maybe 15 minutes ago. We went through this whole thing with what we did with ChatGPT and the muskrats. You got to go back and look at the photos. They're insane. And the Eloise one is just chef's kiss. So if anyone wants to help out with the Eloise Royal Pardon, it has been our tradition to do this community challenge. And it's complete, just like that.
These are ladybugs, right? We agree?
Sure. They look a little like ladybugs that are on whatever Eloise is on in that ChatGPT photo. 23, I'm also going to show it again in just a bit because it's just, you got to look at it. It's just the best thing in the whole world. Yeah, Sean, we got the best community.
We really do.
I'm always so just in disbelief.
No! He's faking me out.
Question, do you want me to enable the royal pardon? Because then you're good.
No, that's...
Do you hear me?
Okay, this little princess...
So no. Yeah, 23, it's the 4.0 ChatGPT model. No. We're ready with the royal pardon. I'm saying, do you want me to enact it right now? Because this is a real good space to enact it.
I'm going to say no, but then I'm going to reserve my right to change my mind in 5 seconds.
These are called hoopsters and they're spiders.
Oh, they're spiders? They look like... I always thought they were ladybugs.
They've got 8 legs. I see them. Count them. Yeah, I see 8 legs. 8 little pixels.
What is this, legs?
What is this, eggs?
She's so shifty when she's climbing this thing. Okay.
Boom, 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 boom. I think you should enable it. We have no more lives. Why would you do this to yourself? No. I'm going to say no. I'm saying rewind. I'm pausing, and we are doing Eloise Royal Pardon right now, because I'm not sitting through all that shit again. For me to do that? Absolutely not. Not on this here day.
So it shall be done. Oh my God. We
yes.
need to redo this.
I was waiting. We need to redo that video with the new Eloise.
My God.
No, 1,000%.
Do you still have the final cut?
Somewhere. Okay, I'm not controlling this, so you go back to where you want to go. Remember, this is just for this level, this moment right here. So going forward, when we get to 7-1, we gotta just bunker down, unless we do another Eloise Royal Pardon. Nice job. Is there more? Oh, Mouser. There's Mouser here.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's 7-3. It's 6-3. Oh, it's the hydrangea.
I hate hydrangeas.
This is crazy. You know, you... Barely even hold the buttons, continue, then hold the buttons. I was gonna say you barely even needed the royal pardon.
Oh fuck.
Oh fuck. Oh, I see the problem. He's got like homing missiles. Damn, Chris, good job.
All right.
If birds lay as many eggs as fireballs, maybe I could afford an omelet again.
Wait, so this counts?
Yeah. Yeah, you can sit here for the rest of eternity and get nothing because that's how hard this little mini game is.
Fuck.
No, it's insane.
Okay. Oh, thanks, Lena. One more.
Okay, do it until I come out from being.
Save it for the Grand Canyon project.
I'll be done with it halfway.
Okay.
Is there more?
Fuck. The halting problem. Oh. Yeah, okay. No, now I feel good about it. Okay, that was a worth it situation for the Eloise Royal Pardon. That was a good use of community points. Thank you, everyone. Now it just comes down to, I just want to see what the level is, but Elias is going to play this one. Oh, okay, I know this one. Elias with that emote. That emote is a gift. It is an absolute gift. You're welcome, everyone.
Chris, the house smells like macaronada. It smells great. All right. Is the time still ticking?
Yeah. And we're on a roll. I got 3 lives.
Oh my god.
Oh, can you create a save point, actually?
Create suspend
On
point
3.
On 3. Got it. All right.
Dr. House is flying home. It's just not this.
Moly.
Yeah, you got to go on that.
Wait, this way? I gotta go this
Yeah,
way?
you got to go on that bird.
That one or this one?
Ah! Steve is here. Steve, what do you think about the Switch 2?
Okay, so Steve, here's what I... Wait, here?
Yeah. And
Oh my
Steve,
God.
thank you for 47 months, 4 years short, or 1 month short of 4 years. Thank you so
Steve.
much, Steve.
Here's what's gonna happen. At some point in the next many years, I can't talk and play this game at the same time. What I'm trying to say is we need...
Oh, that's a terrible place. No, that's a terrible... Okay. Yeah. No.
We need to play Mario Party Jamboree plus TV or whatever with that camera. Hello?
No, you have to jump. You can't. And then you got to go in front of it. Go. Slow down, always.
Oh my god. Anyway. Here.
Explain to Steve
I'll
what's
explain.
going on with the...
Steve, the unit itself is not as expensive as everyone. Like, I don't think when people are talking about the cost of it that they're worrying about the unit. The unit is $449, but it's massively upgraded to the 1, so like it's well worth it for the cost. The biggest conversation point, that's all that anyone is talking about, is that Mario Kart will be $80, which is definitely very expensive, on the expensive side. But the other crazy thing is, after they announced it, our overlord, what the fuck? He created the situation where he imposed tariffs in places that are where the Nintendo Switch 2 will be made. And so, in an unprecedented move, the pre-order date was going to be tomorrow. And the unprecedented part of it is that Nintendo was like, last week, they were like, actually, we're totally just kidding about the pre-order date. We need time to assess how these tariffs will impact the cost of the Switch 2. Oh my goodness. So the idea here is that the Switch 2 is probably
Where the fuck did this guy come from?
gonna end up being more expensive than $449 because of these insane tariffs. And and here's the thing, Steve, $80 from Mario Kart.
Oh my
Chris.
god.
Yes, I saw 23 that tour game is $10. And also the upgrades for Zelda, if you don't have a Switch Online, are also $10. Those are price points that I'm like fine with. Wow. $80 is Mario Kart, basically what Mario Kart 8 is plus the bonus tracks. Nintendo is seemingly on the, how do I put this? Like they're certain that the cost or that the value, like what is going to be in Mario Kart World is going to be worth the $80, like in terms of the content. So like if that's the case, I don't know, I'm cool with that because realistically,
I loves me some Mario Kart.
I love me some Mario Kart, yeah. And see, Mario Kart itself, like legit, looks insane. Like super wonderful, amazing stuff that I just can't believe is real.
Yeah, the tour game is $10. Elias is probably going to be the only one who buys it.
No way am I going to be the only one to buy it. For $10 a whole game?
Well, who knows if it's $10 in this economy. Might be
Scared me.
$10 and a $500 loaf of bread.
I don't think that $10 is a cash grab. I'm on the side of this. Chris was very clear in saying that he thinks developers should get paid the money to make the games as they do. I didn't know you can kill those. And in this world of gaming, we have had a lot of layoffs. A lot of layoffs. And I think that if it's going to be a $10 thing that keeps people from having a job, fine, whatever.
Yeah, let's keep them from having a job.
Or hopefully keeping their job is what I meant to say. Oh my God.
I don't know why she goes full meth addict when she dies.
So you want to then launch this?
Yeah.
Load, suspend point, save slot 3.
Steve, you and Jen need to get the Switch 2. And I'm asking that between now and the launch date, you just put $50 away every week. So that we can play Mario Kart together.
If you have a USB webcam, that can also serve as the webcam for the Switch 2.
Jen is going to be like, Steve, you can't join the stream anymore.
Jen's going to be like, but we need eggs this week. What are those eggs?
This game is hard. I feel like...
God damn, Ed, what a stupid place.
Brittany, no shade, said, do you need another pardon?
Oh, what the hell was that?
That's what I'm saying.
What the hell was that bullshit? It's a cloud. What hard surface is there in that?
Oh, wait.
Is it the plywood that's holding it all up?
Do you remember that guy who's... Jesus Christ.
It cannot output to USB-C. Wait, can it output to USB-C?
That's a good question. Wait, can the Vision Pro output?
Wait, meaning what? What are you looking to do to... No. And even so, the Switch wouldn't know what the hell to do with the 12 cameras or whatever.
What you could do... What could you
Imposter
do?
Steve, I did a whole thing with...
No, you could... You know what you could do? You could hook a capture card up to
Yeah.
your Mac and then
Yeah.
screen share your Mac.
And then export that as the video feed. You could. Steve, I just did a pick for me situation.
I actually hate my decisions.
And I ended up
Fuck! Jesus Christ, I don't remember.
Can you start another part in, please? Let's do a buy one get one off. Do 10,000 for this one.
$10,000?
10,000 points or whatever, channel points.
A BOGO?
No, it's not a BOGO. It's a well, yeah, it is a BOGO, but it's BOGO 50%. Do you remember, or are you suffering?
I hate this. Why is it so difficult?
That's why every time you're like, do it, I'm like, I absolutely hate this task. Oh my god. This slowdown.
Oh, I didn't hit the start button.
Yeah. I know you didn't. What am I supposed to do with Ninja up there? Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Where are all the muskrats lately?
They don't like it down here. Royal pardon, BOGO. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Patsy.
Okay, that bird with the beak with the death mask.
I hate it. It's straight up death mask.
Do we know exactly what it is?
Paul has a wiki. Paul will tell us.
Paul, tell us what the bird with the death mask is. That like has the crutches. Okay, this is exactly what I needed.
The problem is I don't like the color that she becomes. I think it's a little bit weird. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
We don't even need the BOGO. Oh my god, those... Did you see me jump? I thought those bullets were coming at you. Is it the gray mask? I don't think they're a gray mask.
No, it's like a brown mask.
Yeah, the webcam that Nintendo makes is going to be $50.
Motherfucker!
And it's going to be 1080p, but any webcam will work. Any USB webcam will work, including the one from 1992.
We've planned for the future and the past.
Yeah,
we're future past proof.
All those boxes of shit that you wanted me to throw away that I kept, Chris.
Oh, no, I'm no longer a princess. Okay, I don't know what that was.
Yes, Chris. Yeah, I never played this game, but I also feel the anxiety that I would have felt if I played it. Sniffits. No, I don't think it's a Sniffit. I think Sniffits are the ones that throw the...
Oh, this guy's sickly.
Yeah, no, Paul, it's not Sniffits. Sniffits are the ones that throw the ammunition at you. So 23 said so. The OnlyFans cam. Got it.
Oh!
Wait, is that... Okay. So, we're activating...
Did we get the BOGO? Bernie. There are about 50 people on this planet that when that video plays, it means something very different than what everybody else on the internet thinks it is.
Oh, what am I, a master now? Get out of here. We don't want any.
Oh, you need that.
No, why? The level's over. What was that?
Is Bernie upside down?
Creates a spend point slot 4. Okay, you're up. I'm going to move that camera up a little bit, Chris.
Okay. Oh, he's losing it. Up more.
I don't know how. This one?
You have to unwind it.
Did that help?
Yeah. No, down. You had it good. To the right. 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 There. Bernie, can you give him some love? Because Bastette's been waiting for like 2 hours. Bastet, I'm going to give Mark 1 as complete, but I'm going to send the points back for the other one. Because we took too long.
Look at this, Chris.
Oh, no kisses for you.
Bernie. Stay up there, Bernie. Bernie. Here.
Burn, burn. Oh, he's such a goofball.
Look at him.
Oh my God, he's so cute. Oh, no, we did that already. So what do we do?
Keep going. Last one, maybe? No more, unless we do BOGO 25% off. 75% off. Oh!
That's bogus.
That was a nice spot. Oh, that fast one.
Oh no, he can go fuck himself. See you never.
Oh, you should have gotten the cherry on that side. When does the star come? Is the heart like first if you need it, and then the star is like if you have both hearts? Is that how it works?
Oh, they're tricking me. No, I think this...
When does the star happen?
I don't know.
Did we ever find out what those birds are called?
We're getting more and more populated. Oh, you...
There's the heart.
Wait, we did... Oh, fuck.
So it's left, right, right.
Pidgeot. I think that's right. That rings a bell from the credits. How did I beat this game?
Oh yeah. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Go in?
Sure. I think it's a key.
What do I do with it?
I think throw it. I don't know where it is.
Oh my god, I'm so good at this game. I can't even stand it. Thought it was coming at me. I just ran.
This is not screaming speed runs. It's gay gasping, gay gasping gaming.
Gay gasping gaming. Yep. I'm not seeing the pattern they're making. Ah! Is he okay?
Bernie, what happened?
Is he okay?
Bernie, are you okay?
What happened?
You can't roll off of there. Oh my god.
Is he good?
What the hell? Do you have, how many brain cells do you have?
Oh my god, House is here. I made it. How's everyone doing?
Ah, Dr. House, we were talking about you. We were saying it's not the same without you and you're flying home. How was your flight? You okay?
You can't jump up. I have to jump off. Fuck.
Yeah, he's okay, Shelly.
Okay.
He's just stupid.
All right. Well, I think maybe that's a good stop.
Oh my god, Bernie.
Bernie, what happened to you? Little dummy? Caught up.
Did anybody catch it? Like, what happened?
Clipped it because I don't know what happened. I just saw all of a sudden I looked to I heard what sounded like a buffalo falling. And then I looked down to my side and I just see Bernie on the ground.
So you saved it?
I'll create another one.
No, on one, yeah.
On one, yeah. See, you're learning the system.
I learned the system.
And you know why? Because you never know. Oh, shit. I know I shouldn't have done that one because I did the game over. I just saved the game over. So this is our one.
Okay, don't overwrite that one.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Can we give a giveaway?
Let's give a giveaway.
Give a giveaway.
Ninjas, I know what those are because they've made them. They're now like all the way through in Mario Kart and stuff now.
All right, folks. Raffle is live.
Oh, 23 and Dr. House too. Take a look one more time while the raffle is going at this insanity. So using the 4.0 engine in ChatGPT model or whatever it's called, we gave it photos of the muskrats. We only have 5. Tomorrow, I think we'll probably finish up the group because you can only do like 1 or 2 a day. And we asked for exaggerated features of the photos that we did. So here is Oriole. Adorable. That's the photo we used of Bernie. And the first one we got back was him grumpy, which looks like Bentley. So I asked, can you make it happier? And this is the photo. It's my favorite photo in the whole world. This is like, again, I would fight wars for this thing. Then here is Cheddar with his sideways cheddar head tilt. Raisin, all sneaky and what's the word? A little seductive,
Sly.
maybe? No, you used the good word
Sinister.
before. Sinister.
Yeah, he's definitely
sinister, but also a little seductive.
Yeah.
And sly. And then here is Eloise. It is my favorite photo on the whole world that's ever existed. I don't understand how it perfectly captures.
It is perfect.
Her eyeballs.
I love it.
Her teensy little ear up there that's curled forward. Her teensy little ear that's curled backward back there. Her toothless mouse. Toothless, not homeless.
It is
the best.
Grinchy raisin.
Yeah, devious.
It's totally
devious. That's another good word too.
totally devious, totally Grinchy.
And also to catch you up on the big news of tonight, we are going to be enacting the Grand Canyon Project sometime this year. And we're going to ask that all 8 billion people go to the Grand Canyon. And if we pissed in the Grand Canyon for 800 years from today, we will have filled up the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
It's the one thing that unites us.
It's the one thing that
the
will unite
United
us.
States of piss.
Yeah. Looks like Eloise just checked her 401k.
It's funny, Patsy, but it's
funny
not.
because it's true.
Okay. Can we? Okay, if for those of you who missed the giveaway, cute little taco raccoon. One is for you, my husband.
Oh, thank you.
And my inspiration.
Thank you. Here's me. Just looks just like me.
Okay. Are
Ready?
we ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
This is a big one.
is
Eloise poops in a box.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Fill out the form, exclamation, winner. You
Eloise does
won.
what?
That was good.
Poor Eloise, she looks like she had the shock of her life after someone broke into the EW.
Oh, we didn't time.
Oh, yeah. 255.
2:55:30. Please.
Okay. Adding it to my list. 255.
23. I really like these. I'm gonna print some more, so I'll have them in the rotation as like some of the bonus ones that we've given away, like the eggplants and everything. So if you didn't win tonight, you'll have more option or more chances to win.
Here it is. Look. I just love it so much. All right, folks, that's it. We actually have a fully normal week this week. We're going to see you on Friday. And on Friday and Saturday, we want to make some headway in through Split Fiction. It seems the way that the way that it's working thus far is that it's like that whole thing we did was the sci-fi or a sci-fi story part. Now we're going to do the fantasy one with some side quests, but like it's going to be her one story. And then I bet it's going to go back to be like fully sci-fi and then back to fully fantasy.
Yeah,
and stuff.
or like some integration, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see.
Integration.
Bye, folks. Thanks for being here. We love y'all so much. And
I don't know if the Betty White stamp came out yet, Shelly, but I'm actually due to buy more stamps. So I'll take a look and see on the USPS site.
if you follow Muskrat Nation, you can also go to the latest post today that I did on Muskrat Meals, the broadcast channel. There's a delicious meal in there that you could try to make. That's Greek and it's wonderful. And we had a great time making it tonight. So thanks, 23.
Jay
That's
Grizz,
sweet.
it's great to see you guys too. It's
Thank you,
just
Jay
nice to be
Grizz.
back on like a normal schedule, to be
Yes.
honest. I mean,
See you next Friday. Conf. There will be a stream this Friday. Yes,
Yes, there will
see you
be
on
a stream this Friday.
Normal time and wine.
It is Split Fiction. This is a Split Fiction weekend, but we are going to have some community weekends coming up.
Yes. Thanks, folks, and thanks for tuning in to another episode of Airstreamers. Bye.
Bye, everyone.